If you drive near a school or construction zone in Massachusetts, a new proposed law could mean speed cameras are watching and finding you. A conference committee was appointed today to negotiate a final economic development bill, and speed cameras are on the table. Western Mass News reporter Addie Patterson joins us live from Shirley Road in Springfield after speaking with local residents there about their thoughts. Addie.
That's right, Amanda. If this bill passes, drivers who speed will get a fine sent directly to the owner of the registered vehicle. Supporters of this bill say the goal is to protect children, pedestrians, and road crews by cracking down on speeding where it matters most. Senator William Brownsberger sponsored the measure in the Senate, and today a conference committee was appointed to negotiate a final compromise with the House over the coming weeks. Western Mass News spoke with one Springfield resident who lives in this neighborhood right near Pope Francis High School, as well as Dryden Memorial School. He supports these types of cameras going into places like school zones due to the overwhelming amount of speeding he sees in his neighborhood.
I'm really concerned that little kids are going to get hit one day. There's an elementary school right here, and I'm really concerned about the safety for these kids.
And coming up here later tonight on Western Mass News at 10 and 11, I'll have more from local residents and what they want to see from a bill like this and the concerns they have. For now, reporting live in Springfield, Addie Patterson, Western Mass News.